parent, your sibling, your spouse, your child. Imagine it's just one day and people are busy at work. Najua kazi tuko kila siku, si ndio? But then mazishi ikafanyika kwenu sio kila siku. Just that one time, as much as we've given, you also need, because vile tunafanya hivi, hawa ndio watu una interact now every time. In fact, wengine wetu tunatoka mbali, that hawa hizi ndizo sura ambazo during that time you see them around, you feel at least you have colleagues who care. So it's not all about kupeana pesa and just letting go. Kindly, it's really important kujaribu to just spare time kufika tu at least comfort each other. Asante sana. Thank you.
Sawa. I think we can now progress. Okay. Ladies mpo. Ladies, where are you? Just lift your hand up. Lift your hand up. I see some ladies are keeping their hands. Are you ashamed of being a lady? Why do I start with that? For me, it's something that I'm very passionate about. That empowerment and to make our ladies kukanyaga mbele. I think culturally we have an issue, and we have to address this issue, that the men have tended to take the frontline positions. Even our ladies have the capacity to do so. I get embarrassed when the chairman is trying to plead with our ladies to speak. It is not one of those things that are, especially in journalism. We have a program that we have been speaking very passionately with the chairperson, with the chairman, and Fred. As a community, we have what we call a serious and very embarrassing shortage of the ladies in the national scene, or international scene, also doing journalism. The last very powerful lady that was Nyatichi Asani. She was an icon. She represented as well. But we need to work on a program to promote and mentor the next generation of women journalists from Gusii. Is that, I think, one of the projects that I really feel that we need to do. What talent? Haraka Matara. They call you president, not chairman. You're not president. You're a chair. And through this Gusii welfare, Scribes welfare, we need to do a program to promote the ladies. I'm not demeaning men. Men have done their bit, but we can never be complete without our ladies stepping ahead. Ladies have certain unique qualities that we need to promote. How many are willing? I want to see by show of hands. Who is going to hold a lady's hand, and which lady is going to step forward and be mentored to be a star at the national level? Let's see. Is it by resolution that we shall? Is it by resolution that we shall? Yes. And our ladies, do not be afraid. You're as good as any other lady. You are as good as Lillian Muli. You are as good as all these other ladies who come in. Please step out of that cocoon and come out. And when Nakambo is here, I know you look for some money for us to mount a program to train our ladies on newscasting, on presentation, on podcasting, and all these things. Particularly, it's very passionate for me to say ladies, because there's something very proud that when your ladies are doing well. I'm sorry if I speak so much about ladies. And you people are the catalysts that can also change. It's embarrassing when we do the analysis at the national level that Gusii is the only one that has never had an elective lady position. Forget about their formative positions. What is it with us? You guys are brothers. You guys are sisters. You come from mothers. Why do you want your mothers to stay in the shadows? Henry, I want you to mentor one girl from Nyamira to be a star like yourself. I want Matara, the president, to pick one girl and take her to the national television. When we are here, we have the networks. We just need somebody to step forward and help us do this thing. Nyakundi, you are a father of girls. You have a girl in your home. Why don't you want your daughter to shine? or your sister to shine. For me, it's a challenge. That's one of the big things that comes out of this place. The other thing is that the replenishable kitty, and I think, and what we are talking about, the investment kitty, I think the answer is the money market. The money market, that's where we can put our money. Insurances have their own classes and what. And I'm happy to see Jivans here. Jivans, you're a man of business. You could advise us what it means to invest in money markets. That's where everybody's going. And like people already have said, you don't need to go there and do it. The press club is our baby. I asked Chairman the other day, how many people in this gathering have done their stories for our website? How many? Three, 4, 5 out of 150? Out of that very miserable math, 5 out of 150. Who knows math? What percentage is that? What percentage is that? It's minuscule. Nobody talks about it. And yet we are all trained journalists. We have a facility. It's asking for a press hub. But who is going to patronize it? Who is going to populate the stories? Everybody's talking about, oh, sina kazi. But you can monetize your content. You can, through that hub and the press club, monetize your content. You don't need any media house. The media houses are shrinking now. They're dead. But you can monetize your content. Knowledge is your main tool of trade, and is your only software that you can use yourself to do many other things. So, my brothers, those of us who are from a generation that is going away, unless you take advantage of this to skill, re-upskill, and mentor, it's going to be very difficult. You don't need to go to any class now. You can go online, get the courses to do for you. Like now we are going into an era of what we call niche journalism. People want to see health reporters. People want to see climate change reporters. They want to see people who can report about county governments, not to be bought to report positive things. People will talk about governance. And that is what the call is here. So, in short, I wanted to make a proposal. It's a very uncomfortable proposal. Looking at what the leadership has been doing here, all that work, they spend innumerable hours doing work for all of us. What else do we, beyond giving them thanks and the club that we give? How do we facilitate them? We're in a world, we're in business, we need to work. When Araka takes his car, or when I call him at meeting and I tell him, convene a meeting, he needs bundles. Who pays for those bundles? Who pays for his petrol when he's going to the press club in Gusii? Who pays the secretary when he's doing all that work, doing the Excel sheet? He has to present it to you. I very humbly propose through you, patron, that by resolution you can make us a little kitty available to facilitate the work of the leadership. We are not paying them, we can't afford to pay them, but something facilitative to make them move around and do better for us. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, Ken. Quite a number of your observations form the gist of our agenda, and but briefly I'll respond to the issues that were raised. One is the press club. I asked this question when we went to Machakos. That's where we met with other chairs or officials of other press clubs. We were 18. We were 17 actually. There's one that didn't show up. So we asked if this thing can be separated, and they told us that this thing at the moment is just a sketch, and it needs the people who have been in leadership during the inception. It's good for them to start it. The only thing you can do is you get a team of editors, a team of photographers and writers. So that's why I placed a call on our group. Kama kuna story, if you have an interest, just start sending the stories. If you want to be an editor, submit your name. So far, nobody has submitted even a single name that I want to be an editor. So that's why I'm doing that work. And if you look at the quality of our stories, they are far much better than what other press clubs are doing. This morning I checked, and we are at 106 stories. We've carried 106 stories on our website, and the press club that is trailing behind us has done 8 stories. So journalists are the same the world over. Very difficult. Because, yeah, let's face it, if you have been given a website, then you are doing 8 stories in 2 months. And then there's Gusii Press Club, where 5 members have contributed and they have done 105. So see, what would be same? So, for my position would be that we take this idea forward. Huko kwa group yetu, wale ambao wanataka kuandika stories walete majina hapo. Hata email yetu nimeweka email yetu hapo. And I volunteer to edit, and I also need another volunteer to also edit for us. Basically, that's what we need for now, so that it gathers steam. Then I think by next year we can separate the two, because hii lazima tufanye charity work ndio hiyo kitu ishike moto, and that is where our profession is. Yes,
I volunteer to edit.
Asante sana. So we have a second editor.
But on one condition.
Yes.
That you be forwarding the stories to me. I edit, back them to you. You do the rest. Post it.
Okay. I think that
is that workable?
Very workable.
Thank you.
Another person wants? Yes.
I can also edit some for you.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
I can edit sports.
Each will do sports. Kenan, you are an editor. Yes, Kenan. Yes.
No, we need to know what kind of editors we need. Video editors.
Okay.
So that someone knows where to fit.
Text editors. Text editors. Yes. Jared will also assist. Now, where are the writers? There are more editors than writers. Yes. Columns. Yeah, we have around 7 columns, and I can add more. Okay. We have Nyanja. Yes, and you didn't introduce yourself. You have a case to answer. Okay, you make your contribution, please.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good morning,
Good evening.
Go on, like.
Happy New Year.
I'm saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because we're having other people online.
Yeah.
I thought so. My name is Kwambuka Mogova, Digital Media Officer at FM. I'll be an editor for features.
Asante. We have another editor there. Now give us the writers. Okay, now let's have this meeting. One of our resolutions is that all of us will submit content to the press club. You can use your by name, your what we call it, pen name. You don't need to use your official name. Actually, some of those stories that we carried there were submitted to very serious media houses in this country, and they were killed, and they were good stories, and we carried them. So we tuma story. Na usipotuma kuna watu wataandika, hata mimi nitaandika. So another thing, kuna watu wanafanya tuseme radio, and they want to participate in the future for awards kama hizo Ajea and the likes. By the time they are required to submit their applications, you find they can't even trace the link of their stories. Sikuna watu hapa. So hapo kwa hiyo website you can have you can create a SoundCloud account. Unaenda tu hapa Google, you do SoundCloud, you open your account there, you package your story. Hata tuseme ulituma hiyo story Nyayenke FM, lakini hiyo Nyayenke FM haina website, so you cannot, you're not going to attach the audio file to Ajea. So weka package hiyo story yako kwa SoundCloud, send it to us, then we embed the link on the website. So hiyo time ya competitions ikifika hiyo step ya ku attach evidence of your story, you attach this link from our website. The same thing with the TV guys, wale wanafanya TV. Hata mimi ni mtu wa TV, though me I run all over the field. Unaweza fanya hiyo YouTube, we have a YouTube account hapo, package story yako vizuri, tuweka hapo YouTube, then we embed the same link on our website. Because one of the resolutions that I've made and communicate to you is, hii Ajea inakuja, let's get people winning awards from Gusii. You must win, me to win. I've committed myself to win. So, let's have someone winning from sports, another one agriculture, another one health. Through that platform, if you don't have another platform to publish your story, what else have I not responded to? The issue ya sustaining the kitty, it was part of our agenda, and I wanted us to remove there and exhaust it. So far kuna kitu sijasema kweli. Can I ask something to say?
Yeah, so I wanted to add to what our senior brother here said about our officials and how they are able to cater for facilitation when they are doing their job on behalf of the larger group. So I'm proposing that we work out some form of honorarium which can be paid out either on a monthly basis or when we have an activity. So somebody can receive, say, 1,000. We can determine the rate, but let it be something all of us accept here, that the leadership, based on their roles, can get an honorarium, which is not on market rate, but some form of honorarium. Thank you.
Sasa juu Mganga Jigangi, who can finish that? It was ahead of us, but who can figure it here? Sema tu mai.
Chair, I wanted to thank you. I wanted to remind ourselves that the issue you are tackling is one of the issues that, or one of those issues that we will be tackling through the report from the Constitutional Committee. So I wonder whether you want to tackle it right now, or you want us first of all to go through it. Then from there you can challenge whatever was there. It seems like we don't like reading at all this group.
Sawa, so hiyo it's true we don't read anyway. So let's exhaust that one when we get to the report from the chair. A football team. We haven't had the football team in our constitution.
Thank you. I allow me also to attack on that one. We had a whole month of giving our views as far as the issues of the constitution are concerned. So you can give your views for the next AGM. We cannot tackle each constitutional issues on the floor. Thank you.
I second.
Okay. But it's between now and next year, mtu asitoroke na. But informally, the team is ours.
No, Chair. Chair. You see, I agree with Mogo what you're saying, but you see, it's also good because this is the time that we also factor in anything that is constitutional, as much as we give our views, but if it's something that can be taken care of, the better. You know, there is a reason. You know, this team is growing, and it's growing within our name. So if we don't really take care of it, and we say that we do it next AGM, which will be next year at time like now, I think we may not get it right. The reason I'm saying that, we also need to support this team. We need to have a mechanism of also supporting the team. Si kila wakati unaona hapa kijana ameanza hapa tunue maji, you know, there's a way we need to go about it.
Okay. Wacha Nyakundi aseme, then can I?
Yeah, I also wanted to remind Maobe that HM is a very important organ. What we can be able to deliberate here can work. We can't be, this is where matters are being deliberated, because that's a very serious issue. We also want our young people to participate with confidence when it's well anchored. We can make a deliberation here and decide so that we can, if it is, let me finish first here. So what I'm saying is, as much as we are given that, but this AGM has the mandate to come up with a deliberation about it.
Chair, the problem if we go the way you're going is very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Right now you will see it's a small issue of football. Next time, somebody is going to start bringing agenda on the floor. You cannot bring an agenda to discuss the constitution on the floor. That is why we've got a time limit. We've got to be disciplined. If you cannot get this, maybe probably it's because, Chairman, we are not having the disciplinary committee to discipline us.
Okay, now I think let's resolve this and say, let it be part of our AOP and we minute it. Then it can be tackled in the future. But it has to be minuted as something that was discussed here. Because we are rushing against time. Now, Kuna Jivans, we are requesting you to, we are moving to the agenda of investment. And before that, Jivans will offer presentation that is relevant to that agenda. As it comes, Sonja, yourself.
Chair, sorry to take you back a bit. When I was talking of media hub, I just want to know, is it possible that we don't need to separate and have another press club right now? It's not yet possible. But then, is it possible that we can have the Gusii, Gusii press club with the two media hubs, so that these other guys who are based here, they are not left out? No.
Yeah, by the way,
media hubs mbili.
Actually, I didn't answer your question. Let me answer it this way. Of these 18 press clubs, only 7 have been supported by MCK to have an office, a physical office kama ile yetu tuko nayo Gusii. Because I hear MCK had an intention of supporting the establishment of press clubs and media hubs across the country, but wakakatiwa hiyo budget yao. So, but we were lucky to be among the first 7 to have a physical office. Hizi zingine wamefungua using their own resources. Wakafungua office, wakaanza. Sasa, I'm not sure if we are going to manage that very soon. But one thing that is in our mind is doing a proposal. If we get money, do a proposal, because we are now a recognized entity. We can do a proposal, tukipata pesa tuweke hub yetu ingine ya Mira hapa. That's why I mentioned it in the speech. I think it's okay.
I think there should be a clarification. That some other press clubs have no welfare association like ours here. So as here we are doubling as a welfare at the same time as a press club.
Okay, then let me give you the clarification. And I wrote it here. As Maobe said, I wrote here, a press club, the same members in this welfare are the same members in the press club. when MCK was planning, when MCK identified Gusii as among the beneficiaries for a press club, they told us to register ourselves as Gusii Press Club. Hata nikawauliza how do we do it, and we have Nyamira and others. Wakasema legally as MCK, because the way they do their documentation, it's standardized. They call it press clubs all over the country. That's why I'm mentioning press clubs. So the same membership of this welfare ndio hiyo inaitwa Gusii Press Club. So it's, our name is actually Gusii Scribes Welfare Stroke Gusii Press Club, if you like it that way. Because we have two certificates, but they are one. The membership are the same, the officials are the same, the account, your transactions is the same. So up to this point, I think until we gain the feet to walk fast, that's when we can now separate. What your leadership were. That's how I understand it. That's how I understand it. And it's not that I'm understanding it because I'm the chairman. It's not that I'm understanding that way because I want to double. Actually, if there's one person who wants to be relieved of this duty, is me. But for now, wacha tufanye hivyo kwa sasa. Yes, Chivans.
So, good afternoon. As a form of background, I joined the Nation in 2008 as a trainee journalist. That's when Nation used to move to universities and pick students that they could train. But then after a few years, I moved to the Standard, where I was there till 2022. When I joined media, I was based in Hong Kong, called the South China Morning Post. So the South China Morning Post is owned by Alibaba. I mean, some of you might have interacted with the Alibaba, the website. So they own the medias. I think Joshua might just need to speak about investments. The fact that for many years I was at the business desk and I've interacted, with various investment schemes and so on. So someone mentioned that, there are various ways to invest your money. Said you can buy chicken, cows and so on. You can do dairy farming. Yeah, but today I will be speaking about the money market fund, the stock market, and the bond market, or treasury bills, treasury bonds at the central bank. So those are the three things I'll be speaking about. So I'll take like 5 minutes, then I'll give you an opportunity to ask questions. So, if you have money that you can spare, keeping your money in,